Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Almost made it through the week. Let's see who's in here. I think the first one in was Outlaw Trucker, but his comment fell off. And then I saw Undercover, so I don't know. Either way. Good morning, Dora. Hello, Christy. Hey, Dodging Bullets. I saw some of you guys in Tiffany's chat yesterday. That was fun. Hi, Holly. Hi, Betty. Hi, Katie. Hi, Janet. Good morning, Dylan. Hey, Pink. Hey, Todd. Good morning, Kat. Hi, Aggie. Butterfly Brain. It may be too early for drinking. I don't know yet. We will see. Wouldn't that be a show? We going to do some day drinking, guys? Everybody's on panel if that happens. Hello, Mustang. Hey, Pat. Bethy Cakes. Hello. Hi, Search and Rescue K9 Mom. What a cool name. Cool name. I think I got everybody. Oh, hi, that one, Ginger. How you doing today? If I missed somebody, I apologize. Hello, Louise. Good morning, Merritt. Hi, Annie. Good morning, Lana. Hello, Chasing Justice. Hi, None Beasley. I think that's everybody. Oh, Creepy Barbie. Can't miss you. Can't miss you. Can't miss anybody. Okie Mom's always at work. Do they ever let you go home, Okie Mom? Hey, Prissy Missy. Good morning, Sal. Todd says, I can't drink, unfortunately, but I can smoke. Well, I don't know how safe that show would be, but hey, I didn't bring it up. Butterfly did. Good morning, LC Justice for Victims. Hey, Fonda. Good morning, Steve. Oh, real quick before I forget, I'm having issues getting messages via Facebook. The easiest way to get a hold of us is through email. So you can check the About tab and email us, whether it's, something with the show you want to talk about, an idea. You guys send me like super great, links and stuff like that. Or if you want to get into the Discord, that's the easiest way because I always get the emails. But I'm having an issue with getting Facebook messages through the page. Does anyone else ever have that problem? It drives me nuts. Good morning, Phoenix. Yep, that's right, Feet. That's right, Pink. And we didn't do a show yesterday because we had severe weather going on. I didn't want to get 5 minutes into it, 30 minutes into it, and the electricity go out. Plus, all you could hear was thunder. It was crazy. The water was about to come up into my house. Okay, Eddie said that's happened to him a few times. You're talking about the Facebook messages? It's annoying. Let's see what old Kevin B's doing. He had an exciting day yesterday, too. Good morning, Kevin. Kevin, your mic's muted.
You were talking about, I said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Brooks. You were talking about thunder. I'd like to bring the flipping thunder down on 110 Ben Hill Road.
Thunderstorm. Yeah.
Yeah, and today is going to be like, I hope, I might be cussing a little bit because these two people have got me pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
We've
got some new people in here. Let's welcome the new people.
Who we got new? Everybody, or whoever is new, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
We truly, truly appreciate all you guys that, are here to see Summer get some justice. It's so important. And it's almost, 4 months?
Yeah,
wow.
Tomorrow's 4 months. Tomorrow is October 15th.
How sad, in my opinion.
ICU from Tennessee said DW can make a preacher cuss. Agreed.
Yeah, that man. Oh my God. This this whole, them doing the YouTube channel has got me just livid.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. I got a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to say about that, and I couldn't be more excited about the confirmation from WJHL that the Beverly Hillbillies went to California. I would like to know what kind of luggage they took, if they showed up to the airport with Walmart sacks or what.
That's funny. Yeah. Looking there, they're probably trying to look their best and just trying to, fool people, pull the wool over their eyes. And the thing of it is, there's, people that don't know nothing about them that believes they're stupid ass.
Yep. Well, real quick, while everybody's getting settled in, did you get the tree all the way down? I was going to put a picture up and share with everybody what you had going on.
Go ahead, you can put it up. Yeah, they're almost done taking it completely down.
Look at all that. Man, that was driving you crazy yesterday. So there goes your shade in the summer, Kevin.
Look how big that tree is. Look how little that guy looks.
Yeah, next to that big old tree. What kind of tree is that they were taking down?
A maple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. And it got so damaged from the tornado we had
Is that why
they
they
decided.
took it down?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, if the tornado wouldn't happen, that tree wouldn't be down. But now, you see how you're looking at that picture. I'm looking at it from my back deck porch, and it took away a lot of shade and privacy, kind of. Now it looks like, I'll send you a picture, but it looks like, it's like we're out in the wide open now. I don't like it at all. I wish that tree was still there. I wouldn't even bitch about raking the leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big tree. And that was loud all day when I was talking to you off and on.
Oh.
My goodness.
Well, they started with chainsaws at 7 o'clock yesterday morning until dark last night. All day long, all you could hear was chainsaws. And and then this morning, they started it up again to get the rest of it. And it just absolutely, I got so tired of hearing them damn chainsaws.
Oh, yeah. I told you I cut my hand with a chainsaw one time, right?
I don't know. What were you doing?
It was actually just kind of one of those electric ones, and it slipped and came across my left hand. And it just grazed it, but it was like 27 stitches.
Well, I just sent you a picture of what it looks like now. You can show if you want, compared to that other picture. And you'll see what I mean about all of a sudden it's like you're in the wide open. It's like terrible.
Oh, and you got to look at that monstrosity. That looks like something out of Poltergeist now, Kevin.
Yeah, I know, though. They're cutting that down today, the rest of that.
Oh, so you got another day of a headache.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can show that picture or not.
Yeah, I'll get it put up.
And you'll see what I mean by all of a sudden it's like nothing but sky. Mm-hmm. It gave us a lot of shade in the summer when it was hot.
Yeah, so what are you going to do now?
Just sit out there naked.
There you go. I bet those neighbors will plant another tree real quick.
I bet they'll flip and move. If they see me naked, they'd probably run for the hills. But yeah, this whole thing of they're on Facebook now, but yet they still don't even mention their daughter's name when they talk about her. They, they have never pleaded to, look at that. What a difference.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you think they could down?
Yeah, I bet the squirrel, because we have squirrels and stuff. I bet the squirrels and the birds are bummed out. Because every year there was always usually a blue jay and a robin. Not a robin, a blue jay and I can't even think of the bird, but nest every year they had babies in that tree. Not no more.
Nope.
Because the one blue jay, I know it's the same one, comes back, I think, every year to that same tree.
Prissy said, did they grind it down, Kevin? If not, it'll be back fast. That happened to me. I had to have a bunch, after an ice storm, I had to have a bunch of limbs and trees taken out. They were Bradford pears, because you know how fragile they are anyway. And sure enough, they didn't grind it down, and all these Bradford pear sprouts were coming up all the time out of those stumps.
Well, that tree has probably been there for, at least 30 years. At least 30 to 50. So I'll be dead before that tree gets that big again.
God, Kevin.
I won't be on this earth. But they just got me fired up.
Okay, so I just put on the screen, it was confirmed by WJHL that the parents of Summer Wells to appear on Dr. Phil. The parents of missing 5-year-old Summer Wells will appear on the Dr. Phil show, according to an official with the show. The official confirmed that Candus Bly and Donald Wells have spoken with Dr. Phil McGraw, but an air date has not been set yet. I'm so excited. I hope it's not a big letdown. I hope he doesn't handle them with kid gloves, because he certainly didn't with Mark Redwine.
Yeah, the thing of it is I just hope Dr. Phil calls them out on two things: an abduction, which is bullshit, and questions about why were the boys taken in Candus? Why have you lost every kid you've ever had? I hope he asks that question, because she sure has dodged that one for a long time.
Oh, she won't even speak about it. She won't even speak about it.
I wonder if she walks off.
Well, she did from the behavioral panel, because there was a phone call. It's on a couple of other channels. I think it's between him and Cher. I'm not for sure. Where he said that she got mad and she walked off the behavioral panel. Right. And I guess someone said to him, that doesn't look good. Well, no, it doesn't look good. But she's got a very volatile temper. She's very hot-headed.
Well, I would imagine if she walked off on the behavioral panel, Dr. Phil, she probably wouldn't have even lasted 30 seconds with Dr. Phil. I don't know. It just all depends on how hard he grills them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Candus is violent. She'd probably get up and start trying to strangle Dr. Phil.
Right. I'd like to be Dr. Phil for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Savage said, number one question, Candus talk and take a live polygraph. He does that on almost every show. He's always got, I say always, he's got someone. I know the one guy passed away, but I'm sure he has someone else by now. And they are trained by the FBI to do lie detector tests. And I hope he brought it up to him. I can't wait for the show. I shouldn't even be talking about it, considering they haven't had the show aired yet. And again, we did not call anyone a liar. The only people we were doubting was Dawn and Candus, because it seemed likely that they could be pulling another prank.
Right. And the thing of it is, in my opinion, honest opinion, there ain't no damn way that Candus, or I'm going to say Candus for sure, isn't going to take a lie detector test on Dr. Phil. No.
No,
I
especially
don't think she will, and neither will Don. Well, I can just see it. Yep, we've already had our lie detector test.
uh-huh.
Yeah, well, we haven't heard the results. I'd still like to know the results to those.
Oh, I'd love to know. I mean, they can't be used in court, so I doubt they'll say anything to us, but kind of gives them like a little tool to go off of. So, like I said, it was confirmed by WJHL. They got to go to California. Oh, we lost Kevin. We lost Kevin. Yep, you're right, Angel. You can't lie to Dr. Phil because he does do his homework. And remember, Chris McDonough has been on his show before. He has been on his show before. So I would hope that they wouldn't be so stupid as to get on there and say, oh, it's from my step family and Chris McDonough. They were not even in contact with each other. Chris McDonough didn't know these people even existed. He actually came into the case much later than the rest of us. So, I mean, is Don going to say that? Is he going to blame Hunter and Allie? I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. I would think it would be wonderful if he had Chris McDonough in the audience, Jeannie and Mary, or something like that. Todd says the behavior panel are buddies with Dr. Phil. Chris, wow, they all make the rounds, don't they? Also, I'm wondering if they're going to do it in front of a studio audience or if he just did it like one-on-one. Because I can just imagine the people in the audience hearing this story just like a look of, like we've all looked for months with just shaking our head in disbelief. Because that would definitely piss them off. Where'd you go?
I went to Tuscaloosa. Hang on, I'm echoing. Let me I gotta do my I was having problems with my headphones. And I don't know. I'm in an area where it's quiet, so there's not a lot of background noise. So I'm gonna jump up, but I
don't hear any background noise.
Oh, you're good then?
Yeah, I don't hear any background noise, and I don't hear an echo.
Good. Hello?
Hello. Hi, Ziggy.
Oh, all right, there we go. I don't know what happened. Something. Oh, well. Nothing I can do about it.
Prissy Missy says, where's Sally Jesse Raphael when you need her? Yeah, where's Geraldo? Come on, Geraldo, bring your show back.
Yeah. The thing of it is damn good and well, Don on Dr. Phil is just going to play dumb like he always does. Duh. I don't know. And all the tough questions, why can't he ever remember them? Why does he dodge them? Why does he change the subject?
Because you can't change the subject with Dr. Phil because he'll put you right back in the boat. But it's going to be hard for Don. He's doing this to save face. He said over and over on Facebook, he wants the hate to stop, people to support them. Well, it didn't go well for Mark Redwine when he went on the show.
Why don't if it was an abduction, why aren't they pleading to the abductor? Why is Don still talking in past tense? Why can't he say Summer instead of the beautiful little lady? Or, why aren't they pleading to the abductor? She was abducted. Why have they given up hope that she's alive? Why? Because they're bullshitters. They're liars, in my opinion.
Well, and also, I mean, the TBI is going, and Sheriff Lawson, Hawkins County, they're going to watch that show like they do everything else that they go on. But I hope that they're especially watching Candus because she's the one that's been hiding for months. She's given one interview. Well, Chris and WJHL.
Right.
And I
Yeah,
really,
she's been hiding the whole damn time.
I hope he turns up the heat on Candus, because as far as we know, Dawn wasn't there. According to Candus, she was with Summer all day long, from morning to when they got home. So what happened in the afternoon when they got home, Candus? What happened? And I don't know what I don't know. Is she gonna pull the planting flowers story again, or what?
You know, the thing of it is, I know damn good and well, and these are my opinions, that she's lying. Number one, because I walked Summer over to bullshit. She ain't never walked Summer 30 feet to make sure she got into the house. That right there tells you she's a liar. Common sense. Why would you walk your kid 30 feet to a damn house from your grandma's trailer to the house? Why would you even say that? Because it's a made up story. It's absolute bullshit, in my opinion.
Wants everyone to believe that she was watching Summer all day long, between swimming, Walgreens, Hippie House, Sonic, doctor's office, all the, the grocery store, the milk. Took that picture of her on the milk cartons or the milk jugs. What's Dr. Phil going to say about that? What the hell is this picture for?
And, look at Candus. She's lost it. Look at her past. Look at her present. Do people honestly believe she walked Summer over to the house? That is such a lie.
Hell no, she wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do it. With my kids, 30 feet. And then come back and fix Grandma's knee brace, and then all of a sudden, Summer's gone. Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't even watch him walk in. I wouldn't even watch him walk in and be like, oh, you're going in the house? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids wouldn't even tell me they're going in the house. I'd just be like, where'd they go? Where'd he go? Oh, okay, he's in the house. And that'd be it. I grabbed her by the hand, and I really hope she repeats that story to Dr. Phil, and I hope he sees or hears the 911 dispatch call where the dispatcher says the mom went on a walk and came back, and 10 minutes later she was gone.
Right.
You can't unexplain the two different stories. On a walk.
So did she go for a walk?
Yeah, exactly.
So did she go for a walk or a run, or did she hold Summer's hand and walk her over to the house? See, it's just all bullshit. The whole story is a cockamamie bunch of crap.
Mm-hmm. If you guys go to, I'm sure it's on YouTube. If you watch Dr. Phil's interviews with Mark Redwine, he was basically pulling the same thing. He was trying to get the heat off of him. He's in jail now. He was sentenced to 48 years in prison for killing his son, Dylan. It's a horrific case. He also had different stories, and Dr. Phil didn't buy any of what he was trying to sell.
Why did he only get 48 years for killing his kid?
That I don't know. But if you go and you watch how Dr. Phil was with him, I'm hoping it goes that way with them.
Yeah. I don't see how it couldn't. How can you? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but how can you even believe these stories? They're, and then it's like, it's the same thing with the dog trail video. That tells me that there wasn't an abduction. Out of all the places Don said that Summer got abducted, he should have just said, well, I mean, this was what you would say, I would imagine. Yeah, she could have been abducted here or at the end of the driveway. We don't know because we lost sight of her.
He can't say anything because he wasn't there, supposedly. All we have to go off of is what Candus has said. Candus was on a walk. Candus was planting flowers. Now, the day after, she was arguing with people in a news article, and I want to say it was WJHL, and she said that she was doing dishes. Now, this was just a comment, okay? This wasn't anything on YouTube. This wasn't anything on WJHL. This is not the story given to 911. She said she was doing dishes, you know, because she's a happy homemaker, and that Summer walked out barefoot with gray pants on and a purple shirt. And I know we had one show where we had all of the different stories counted up. I lost track. I'm going to answer this real quick. Katrina, I'm new to the story. Can you tell me if Candus even fed Summer the day Summer went missing? No. I've never heard anything about food, nothing. I don't know if the little girl had breakfast. I know that they went to Sonic, and this is after all day running around and swimming, and they got her a slushie. Not even a 99-cent corn dog. Nothing.
Nope. They didn't. Because the trash would have still been in Grandis the Bandus's truck. Mm-hmm. Only thing we saw were Skittles and an orange pop bottle and some milk.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't think they, you know, that was probably their last priority, was to get her something to eat.
Nope.
That's
one thing as a parent, we all have scratched our heads about, especially when a kid gets done swimming. They burn a lot of energy. And also with Hunter in the car. Hunter's a growing boy. He's a big kid. They're all going to want to eat. You can't tell me Candus and Grandis weren't hungry. I've always thought that was really odd.
Well, you're not hungry when you take opiates.
Oh, okay. Really? Does that kill your appetite?
Yes, it does. Big time. I know all about it. But it's just this, and now Dawn, I mean, they get it. Now they started a YouTube channel. They're going to get tons of subs because people want to see the drama, and there's people that don't even know about this case that are going to believe them if they don't know the whole backstory. And then my prediction is they're going to monetize it. They're going to make money off of YouTube, publicity with Dr. Phil. Who knows? Maybe even a book. It just makes me sick that they're doing this, but yet they won't plead for their daughter or even say her name. It's ridiculous.
They've disassociated themselves since day one.
Yep.
She's a lovely young lady. We loved her. She loved twirling. And let me tell you something. If they get monetized, it's very easy to figure out if they are, because their videos will start having commercials in it. And no, it's not a lot of money, but they shouldn't be making a dime off their daughter.
Exactly.
Don has mentioned money more than he's mentioned Summer. I promise you.
I guarantee you. Every time they refer to her, it's like she was, could have, you know. Never by Summer, not a damn word to the abductors. Now they've had 4 months. They've caught heat. But now it's like, okay, well, and this is my opinion. Okay, well, now we've gotten away with it for this long. So hell, let's just start making some money because they ain't never going to find her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Well, real quick, let's watch one of the videos, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready for this, Kevin? Are you sitting down?
Know. Yeah.
Are you sitting down, Kevin?
Okay.
Because I'm far away from you, so.
Oh, God.
We're hoping to find my daughter. We love and miss her with all our hearts. Nothing will ever be the same without her.
Past tense.
So very thankful for your love, prayers, and all that you all do. Just thinking about you all coming together for my daughter brings tears to my eyes.
Yep, look tore up.
Save her.
You piece of
Love and prayers to all. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What
He's
a
reading
bunch
from a
of
phone.
crap.
He's reading from a phone.
Yep.
So he can't even speak from the heart. And no, I'm not nitpicking. Your child is
I
missing.
am.
Okay. Calm down,
Yeah,
buddy.
he really sounds tore up, doesn't he? He really looks tore up. To me,
Well,
it looks like he has a freaking hangover.
Well, I mean, if this was on a Wednesday morning, we know he did. Plus, they have a mini bar at the hotel. Anyway, who has to read a prepared statement? Your child is missing, whether she was abducted, sold, trafficked, familiar trafficking, killed on the property, an accident. Read from the heart. You don't need a prepared statement. My daughter,
No.
my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. That's like saying my dog. Say her name.
And that shirt he has on makes me sick because it's not the shirt itself. It's the same thing Candus did with the Mom Patrol shirt. In my opinion, how dare him wear that shirt? I ain't never going to stick up for them people, ever. I don't care if it was an abduction. It doesn't matter to me. They're still pathetic, in my opinion. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, you watch, because it could be, who knows? You know, it all depends on your opinion and theory of what happened to Summer. But in my opinion, it could be 4 or 5 years before somebody stumbles across her or something. And, you know, and they're making money. They're going to make off of this. They should not take a penny for their daughter's name, in my opinion.
Exactly. And I don't like to go back and forth and argue with people about theories because everyone's got one. Absolutely. Because we're not detectives. We don't have the case file. I just have one thing I want to point out. The parents have never been cleared. Look at true abduction cases. The parents were cleared very early. Adam Walsh, Sean Hornbeck, Elizabeth Smart. Who is the girl in Wisconsin? I cannot believe how rude of me. I forgot her name. JC Dugard. The parents were cleared very early on. Ronnie Lawson, as early as last week, said everyone is a suspect.
Why doesn't Candus have on her Mom Patrol shirt? Look at her. She's dressed like a guy.
She put on a red hat for you, Kevin.
Yeah, she looks like a guy. She's dressed like a guy. And Don's got a girl shirt on, in my opinion. But, you know, granted is, you know, a picture of Summer. That's not my point. But look at her. Where's her Summer shirt? You know, she's a joke, you know, and these two make me absolutely sick.
I have a feeling, and it's just an opinion. Okay, John Q and Q Carlock have been working hard. They've basically been running a telethon to raise more money for the reward fund. Great work. They've brought the community together. However you feel about the case and who did what, doesn't matter. They've got almost, I think, 17,000, correct me if I'm wrong, getting money together for the reward fund. Another creator is trying to get money together for another billboard. You know, these are really good things. Don't think someone that's in this picture on the screen, and I don't mean you or me, Kevin, isn't pissed about this $17,000.
Right.
Hang on one second. Jimmy said, sorry, caps. I do that all the time. I forget to turn off my caps lock. It looks like I'm yelling at people. It's okay.
I like to use caps. I like to yell.
You yell enough. You don't need caps. All right. So are you ready to watch this video, Kevin?
Oh, God. I haven't seen none of these yet. And these are just making me sick. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
just wanted to take a minute and just thank everyone, the selflessness to try and find our daughter. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for the prayers and the love. Love overcomes a lot of evil and pain, and so thank you. It's so important. Thank you. God bless y'all. The billboards and everything that y'all put up for us, well, not for us, but
they're not even put up yet, you freaking liar.
God bless y'all. We hope and pray to God we can find our daughter. We can't thank you enough. There's nothing we can do to thank you all enough. But just,
How fake.
just thank you. And praise our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with Candus? Did she just wake up?
She looks like she ain't having no part of this shit. You know what? They haven't even put a billboard up yet. The Amber Alert billboard might still be up, but nobody's put a billboard up yet, and he's already thanking her. And then, is it just me, or does that whole video look fake as crap? He can't even, it's just so fake.
Naomi says
it's not.
She's trying to look grief-stricken. But she needs to speak. This is ridiculous. Your child is missing. Say her name. That needs to be a new hashtag. Say Summer's name.
Did he say Summer's name at all in that clip?
Our daughter.
Yeah.
Our daughter.
He can't say it. I've been saying this for 4 damn months.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot. You know why? Because it's not going to look sincere from the heart. Just like this video, it looks fake. Like he has to think of what to say because he knows it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get out of it. And I'm not going to change my mind until the day the 2 clowns are in jail, arrested, and then drag Candus back to Tennessee with a rope because she knows too, and she knows what happened. I guarantee you, don't think Candus didn't tell her or that she didn't see something. I guarantee you.
Well, remember the double take? Remember the double take she gave Donnie Boy when he blurted out on WJHL, Summer's dead? She looked like, I can't believe you said that. It wasn't surprise.
Yeah, I know.
The way I saw it, it wasn't a surprised or a shocked look. It was, I can't believe you said that. That's how I took it.
It's exactly what happened, what you just said. If you go back and you look at that video, Candus's expression is exactly that. It's like, oh my God, dude, you just messed up really bad by saying that. Yeah, watch that video and you'll see what we're talking about. I guarantee you. That was, yeah. Yep. That right there, that was one of the biggest red flags I seen in that whole interview.
Well, listen to this. Okay, we have a couple of comments I want to address. Angel G, welcome to the channel. She said, you would think he is talking about a child in another country, definitely not about his daughter, Summer. Say Summer.
Yeah, he can't.
Celeste says,
he's a liar.
Celeste said, would you, in all caps, say the name of the person you've harmed gravely? Bingo. When you can't even say the name.
That's a great point. That was a great comment.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the truth, people. That's the truth. That's exactly why. Because they know damn good and well it wasn't an abduction. They know damn good and well that they should be in prison right now for life, in my opinion.
Well, what about when he said, oh, poor Summer?
Yeah.
What? You should be an anxious ball of crying nerves.
And you know another thing, remember back. See, that's the thing. You have to go back and watch these videos. But remember when the statement from Candus, when she threw law enforcement under the bus. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Don't think that didn't piss TBI off. Telling you, these
or
two
Sheriff
are going to
Lawson.
get arrested.
Or
In my
Sheriff
opinion.
Lawson. Or Sheriff
Yeah.
Lawson, because look at it. Look at other missing children. Look at them. I'm going to put one on the screen in a minute. Look at other missing children. They don't get an Amber Alert. They don't get billboards. They don't get $40,000 reward funds. They don't get people on foot that search for, my gosh, like 3 weeks. And remember, shortly after Summer went missing, they said this is a recovery mission. How can they talk about law enforcement when they had helicopters over their house, drones, dogs, EquiSearch? EquiSearch isn't law enforcement, but you know what I mean. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, why from the get-go was it a recovery? Exactly. Why were they digging EquiSearch in the ground? This was never, and in my opinion, law enforcement never believed that this was an abduction, period.
No, if they believed it was an abduction, trafficking, any of that stuff, they would have cleared them by now. They don't need 900 phone calls a day going, hey, did you see Dawn on YouTube last night? Hey, what are you going to do about Dawn? Hey, I see some weird stuff at the house. They don't need all that. They could easily come out and say, cleared, done, over.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you. And Ronnie, you know, it's obvious to me, this last statement from Ronnie Lawson, he ain't buying none of it.
I don't think he has from day one. It hasn't seemed to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the man. Just doesn't really seem like anyone is buying into the abductor crawling up the dog trail into the basement, grabbing Summer and taking her back down the dog trail. How would you even know where Summer was on the property? Only a couple of people knew. Candus and Candus.
Yep, they were the only ones there that day. And on that day, for some reason, all eyes were on Summer, which they've never done it, in my opinion, in their whole life. Why on that day did Candus have to walk Summer over to the house? I'll tell you why. Because it's a bullshit alibi story.
I put this little boy up on the screen. His name is Joshua Cortez Gordilla. No Amber Alert. No boots on the ground. No EquiSearch, no helicopter, no drones, unless I was misinformed. His family should be upset. Dawn and Candus should be daily thanking law enforcement.
Yeah, Summer got, like, that's a great point. Summer got one of the biggest searches ever. What does Dawn and Candus do? Throw law enforcement, EquiSearch, their boys, everybody under the bus that was trying to help find Summer. When all Don is doing is sitting there saying, we've told them boys 1,000,000 times, you keep your eye on Summer. I mean, doesn't that tell you what kind of people they are? They're absolutely pathetic.
The interview last week with the station out of Knoxville where he's like, I've told the boys over and over, keep this door locked. I don't know why that makes me so mad. Before I go to bed at night, as the adult in the house, either me or my husband make sure doors, windows, all is locked. All locked up.
Yeah, my grandkids live with me because I'm helping raising them because their mom is in jail for meth. But anyway, at night, I make sure the kids are tucked in safe. I make sure their windows are locked. I mean, and I've been even more hyper alert since I started talking about this case. But I make damn sure that nobody's getting into my grandkids without me knowing. But the thing of it is, it just goes to show you how pathetic these parents are. Come on, I can't imagine you lose 6 kids. Wow. That is just, in my world, that's terrible.
Between the two of them, 8 children. 8 children.
Yeah.
Endangered, neglected. 1 is missing. 2 went to state care in Wisconsin, raised by the foster care system. 3 are being raised by the state of Tennessee. All the people on this planet, these 2 find each other.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, 8 kids. Doesn't that, yeah, I wonder if Candus is such a good mom because she walked Summer over to the house. I wonder all the other kids she lost, I wonder if she was that way to them too. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is bullshit. These people are guilty, in my opinion, and these are my opinions. But I honestly believe they are going to get arrested. I don't know when, but don't think the TBI don't smell a damn rat.
Somebody does because they haven't been cleared. I check I swear, I wake up 2 or 3 times during the night. I type in Google, type in Facebook, Summer Wells. I'm like, nothing. Not that I expect them to come on every day and give an update. Hey, we were just talking to the people at the hippie house today. I've been waiting since June 15th for them to say the parents are not responsible.
And I guarantee you something. This is my opinion too. If this was an abduction, I guarantee you by now TBI would have said so.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't think they don't know the heat that's on down in Candus. They know. And if this was an abduction, they would stop that and they would say, you need to keep your eye out because she was abducted or something. Right. I guarantee you.
Dylan, if you're in here still, Dylan's been wanting to come on panel and we've missed him a couple of times. He came into Discord, which thank you for doing that. We have a good time in Discord. If you want to grab the link, come on up, or anybody else. Because I know we've emailed back and forth.
Yeah, I'd love to hear some people on panel give their opinions and their theory or whatever. That's what this is all about. This is about talking what could have happened to Summer. And I guarantee you somebody's theory is correct. At least one person. Oh, there she is. I knew.
Or it could be a combination. Because the thing is, when it all comes out in the wash, it's like, whoa. Like, I go back to Gannon Staunch. I go back to Breasia Terrell quite often. Or like the Daybell case. If you read the documents as they started, coming out, and you read what really went on, you're like, God, really?
And the other thing is, it's real. I know that people, that watch our channel and other channels, we talk about Summer all the time, and we talk the same things over and over, kind of. But the thing of it is, you have to talk about them to find the truth. And the thing of it is you have to keep talking if you want to keep her name fresh and not go cold. Right. So no matter how boring it might get or whatever, it's for her. You just got to remember that. And these parents, I get comments, people saying, well, talking about her parents, how are you helping find Summer? Well, I'm exposing what kind of people they truly are and that she wasn't abducted, in my opinion.
Right. Welcome, Dylan. Hey, what big eyes?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Sorry, I missed you a couple times, Dylan. What's going on?
Dylan has his mic muted, maybe.
I don't know.
Dylan, unmute your mic.
Hello?
There you are. So what are you thinking?
I think, like everybody else has been saying, that Dawn and Candus know exactly where Summer is and know exactly what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
I
that
think,
your opinion?
yeah, that's my opinion. But I think like everybody else thinks the exact same thing.
I think you're right, sir, for sure.
Well, people have different opinions. Some people say Don and Candus have nothing to do with it. They're still on that train. Some people say that they really do believe she could have been abducted. Some people believe, that she's been sold. We have this new theory about familiar trafficking. That's all everyone's opinion. That's their theories. Mine is something happened on that property when they got home from their alibi day, or as what Big Eyes calls it, proof of life. That's just my opinion. But we're all on Summer's side to find out what really happened to her.
Yeah.
So what's
Well,
your
thank
take
you
on,
for talking.
yeah, what's your take on them going on Dr. Phil?
I think that they're going to try to lie, but I don't think that they're going to be able to with Dr. Phil. Like I said, we need to put them in a situation where they have no choice but to tell the truth, and then we'll find out exactly what happened to Summer.
Yeah, that's all we want. We want Summer found. She deserves that. So what's going on? What, Big Eyes?
Oh, not much. I just made a post today about Dawn not being able to say her name.
Right.
That has to do with impersonalization, dehumanizing her, because he can't say her name because then he would have to realize what happened. That's very typical.
That's a great point.
And also, I got me some
that's
fresh
exactly what he's
popcorn.
doing.
Yeah, I got me some fresh popcorn to watch Dr. Phil, because that ought to be a real good one.
I've got a plea.
I don't care if I have to have open heart surgery that day. I will put it off. I have to see that show.
I have a plea for everybody. Please do not subscribe to their channel.
Well, all the ones that think they're totally innocent will go subscribe, and that's all well and good. But in the end, the truth will come out. You can't hide the truth.
Yes, it will.
It's just like it comes out.
Yeah, at some point,
Like
Donna's going to have to tell the truth.
Yep.
Like I always say, the truth is the truth. It will stand alone no matter what, because it's the truth. All these cockamamie lies are not going to hold up in the end.
Okay, Brooke, I put this back on the screen. Yeah, it was actually verified by WJHL. They talked to some people at the Dr. Phil show, but we don't have an air date yet. Don't think I don't check Dr. Phil's schedule every second I get, because I can't wait. Imagine what they're doing having to edit that interview.
Yep.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And what's amazing is so many people can't believe that they would go on there, because they have lied so much. There's so much lying and deceit behind this mess that you can't trust anything anymore. Just like when their channel first went up, that first video or two, it was like for a few seconds, the recording, and then the channel was gone, and there was things like violation of terms of service or something, and then it's back up there again, and it's just like, what on earth is going on?
I'm going to address this real quick to Lenny Beans. She said, can we have a viewing chat when it airs? Oh, we are not going to miss this. We are not going to miss this. I'm more excited about this than Christmas right now. You have no idea. So Nancy's up here. Welcome, Nancy. And we got a few more people backstage, so we're just going to go one at a time. How you doing, Nancy?
I'm doing fine. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was just going to say that, you know how Grandis is supposed to be the matriarch of that family on that hill, and you cannot tell me that she does not know what was going on that hill.
There you go.
And she does not know what was going on with those children, with that family, and she's not nosy. So she does know what went on, what took place, and to me, they're all three culpable. They know what happened to that child. They know where that child is. They know what went on, and especially her. She knows what went on. So
You're
no one
exactly
can.
right. You're exactly right. And we've talked about it on the show, over the last few months. Candus had a front row seat to what was going on. Everything from the abuse. She even admitted that Dawn drinks all the time and yells at the kids. All right. I mean, I think, we've all been yelled at, but I have a feeling it's a little different in that house. Summer's head shaved, CPS showing up. She had a front row seat. But remember, this is the woman who has a daughter missing in Wisconsin. All right. She seems to have moved on from that. Two grandchildren that were in state care in Wisconsin. She didn't try to get custody of them. I mean, Kevin's, actively involved in raising his grandchildren. I know several people that are. She's got 3 grandsons in Tennessee that are with the foster care system. Has she done anything to get them out of that?
No, nothing. Zero. Zip. Not a word. Zip. So they're all culpable in my eyes. They know exactly what went on with that child and where she's at.
Bingo.
I know that's what ticks me off. They know damn good and well. And I truly believe that TBI is going to drag her ass back to Tennessee for charges.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, they're all culpable. They all know what has gone on. And it's the biggest farce I've ever seen for them having a YouTube channel. Come on. Let's get real. And I cannot wait till they go on Dr. Phil. I hope he rakes them over the coals and gets to the bottom of something. But what I think is going to happen is he's going to offer them, rehab somewhere. That's what I think.
Well, we know they're not going to take rehab because that's their lifestyle. Absolutely, he will. I guarantee he's going to offer them rehab.
Yeah, I think he is. But I hope he sees through the BS. And I expect one of them or both of them is going to get mad and storm off or something. But I fully expect Dawn to try to take the narrative but Dr. Phil's going to sit back and see through the BS. And I hope he just rakes them over the coal. And that's probably why they're having a hard time coming up with an air date, because it probably went south somewhere.
Yep. Can you imagine editing that hot mess? Can you imagine editing that hot mess? And let's face it, with Gabby Petito and her parents, he did a 2-part series, I believe. Could be more, I don't know. But I mean, they got it recorded and put on as fast as possible. I mean, I want to say it was like within 48 hours. They might have been working on this for quite a while. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, can you imagine what a shite show that was? I can only imagine. It was, I mean, look at what the whatever the policeman's was. That was a farce within itself. He diverted every question he could with Bible and whatever. He didn't answer anything.
Candus reminds me of the type
questions.
Candus reminds me of the type of person that sits in her room all day and bites the heads off of chocolate bunnies.
There you go.
He's pulling puppet strings and trying to run the narrative again. And it's very sad. It's very sad to see. It's just sickening. It's disheartening and sickening. And like I said down in the chat, if it walks like a duck, it is a duck. So it's just sad.
You're exactly right. And we've been watching these ducks for a while.
And have you thought about it? It's taken them 4 months to come up with doing a YouTube channel of their own.
I'd have been out there day one screaming and hollering for my child.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That was my point earlier. It's been 4 months. They think they're slicker than Teflon. So now they got the nerve to do a damn YouTube channel.
Well, it's only because he went to where he went. It's only because now he's trying to make up for where now he's going to Dr. Phil. And it's probably because so Dr. Phil can say, oh, you've got a YouTube channel, so let's pull that up. Let's show what you're doing.
I
Come on.
think someone at the show helped him set it up. The very first video looked like they were like in a office or like a green room or something.
Exactly.
Like that.
That's what I was going to say, in a green room or something. It's like he's trying to make up for lost time, showing, oh, well, we've been trying to be nice. We've been trying. No, let's go back to all the shenanigans and all the BS you've been pulling with all the other YouTubers and all the bull crap you've been pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's show that real stuff.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that really bothers me.
Hang on one second. If you guys look at the screen, they just made a statement. Whoever put that in chat, thank you. At this time, we are under a contractual agreement that we cannot speak about our trip. We will be allowed to make a statement within 2 weeks. This is about finding Summer. Thank you, everyone. Don Wells family.
Oh,
You're not
my
welcome.
word.
You're not welcome, Don. And here's
Seriously.
what's bothering me. Here's what bothers me. People that don't know the backstory or just like to see how stupid they are going to, this is going to explode after Dr. Phil. How many people are going to want to talk to them live? I can just see them making tons of guest appearances on all kinds of shows. They're going to make money off this publicity. You watch. That's my prediction.
The only positive thing I can think of that would come from any of this crap would be that Summer's name is out there. That's the only positive thing I could think of.
Absolutely.
This has nothing to do with Don Wells or Candus Wells or Candus Blau, the donors, whatever name you want to call them, because that's all they are. They're not parents in my eyes. They never were. I'm sorry, I'm being real negative, but as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that's going to come positive out of this is that Summer's name is being put out there on national TV.
Me too.
You're absolutely right.
About Summer, I don't care who it is. Get her name out there.
Although he can't say her name properly.
Well,
neither one of them.
She was a lovely young lady.
Did anyone notice that in the statement, it didn't sound like he had written it? Okay.
He never writes anything.
And then within 2 weeks. So it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. That gives us a timeline.
Yep. So we know in 2 weeks they'll be on there. So I'm going to bring Jessica up real quick and see what she's got to say. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, all.
Nancy. Come back and join us anytime.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. Much love. Blessings to everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Jessica. You're muted.
Yeah, you got your mic muted.
That girl looks like she could beat my ass.
You going to send her to Ben Hill Road?
Yeah, we're going to get her after
Candus. I didn't mean that to be rude. I'm just saying she's physically fit.
Hey, this is Jessica from Tennessee that talked to you guys the other day.
Oh,
I emailed you guys, by the way.
You did? Can you re-email?
Yes.
You're the person that lives like 15 minutes from them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thanks for coming on.
Yes.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yes. Well, I just wanted to come on and talk about kind of what you guys were talking about. But first, Kevin and I'm pretty sure probably are related because when I'm listening to you guys in the chat and he gets on his tyrant, I'm already on mine too. So we have to be related somewhere.
No.
I think we can all just agree that this just makes us all sick. But the first thing is the fact that they're actually going through with this Dr. Phil thing absolutely makes me so sick because I, like Kevin, think that they are benefiting monetarily, and that absolutely enrages me. I mean, to no end, because these people literally have done nothing with their life and nothing with their kids and nothing with their family to even try to give them, I understand people go through hardships and hard times. I totally get that. But just because you're going through hard times and hardships doesn't mean that your children live in the filth and the funk that those kids were living in. It's
There you
pathetic.
go.
You don't have a home mortgage at all, the best I can tell, because you told us that that was given to you. So, but you had a $600 car payment. Explain that. There's plenty of other vehicles.
Car payment. I want to know about the car payment, because if the car was paid for, I mean, I keep hearing conflicting stories, like with
That's another lie.
everything else in this case, which is why we kind of raised our eyebrows about Dr. Phil. We're like, this could be another prank.
Yes. I think that there's $600 car payment, because I'm like you, I've heard different things. I just wonder if they've not went through some kind of, there's bankruptcy out there that allows you to file it and you keep your possessions. That's what I wonder. I wonder if they've not done that because they couldn't keep it. I don't know. I don't know all that. I don't want to accuse anyone of that, but that's just another theory. But the other thing is you mentioned too about them going to rehab. That Dr. Phil will probably offer that. I just don't know that you can rehab that out of people. Like, I don't think it's physical. I don't think it's possible. They're so set in their ways and they're so oblivious to their own behavior that I don't think they have the capability of understanding that they're in the wrong. I just don't think they do. And the other part for me is Dawn constantly focuses on these drug addicts and the problem that we have. Why do you think he focuses on that? My idea is because he's one of them and he knows them personally, and he has been around that for so long that that's all he knows, and that's why he constantly has to bring that back up, because all drug dealers are bad people. Now, I say that statement, it sounds so weird, but there are people who deal drugs that aren't criminals, as far as that would do something like this, abduct a child or whatever the case may be that he wants to try to make us believe. And I'm not saying selling drugs is a good thing. Please don't take me out of context on that. But
drug dealers want money, not kids.
That's exactly right. That's the point that's exactly what I'm trying to make. It's just disgusting. This whole entire thing makes me absolutely sick. It makes me sick to my stomach to know that there's somebody around in this area, and I know there's other people out there that I probably don't know about and I don't want to know about, but at the same time that I know that gets on public television at this point, at some point in time, all over YouTube, all over this, all over that, that's going to gain some kind of fame from his missing daughter, who I will say her damn name, and her name is Summer. And if that man, and that is not what I wanted to say, but those parents can't stand on television or on a freaking YouTube video and say her name, they don't deserve to draw another breath. I'm sorry, but that's pathetic. And it's inexcusable. I'm sorry. I get very passionate about this. I'm very negative. I know I am, and I'm sorry for that, but it's just
don't be sorry, because you're telling the truth.
You can't be positive about this situation. Summer has been missing. Tomorrow will be 4 months.
Yes.
There's nothing. There's nothing good. There's nothing good. I mean, my God, we did a still shot of a mattress I wouldn't let a dog sleep on, propped up next to a door that he was walking into, and it was oblivious to this nasty mattress. Yes.
Oh, I'd be so sick, because professionally I deal with that kind of thing in an industrial setting. And it's just like, I cannot believe that you would actually, because that mattress was never there before, so it's not like it's been sitting out there and it did that overnight, outside somewhere. That's not the case. That's how it was exactly brought out of that house, and that is so disgusting.
Yeah, I wonder how. I wonder how many skin mites and bed bugs is in that freaking mattress.
Oh, it makes me sick to think about.
That is nasty, and I guarantee you that damn mattress came out of that house.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I guess that would be the only positive side to any of this is those children are not in that disgusting house anymore, and pray to God that they are laying somewhere with their head where they actually have a clean bed to live in for the first time in their lives, and a decent place to eat a meal, and they get fed and they get the care and love that they freaking deserve, because there is no child in this world whatsoever that ever deserves that kind of treatment, ever.
Yeah,
last night,
go ahead, Kevin.
They were accused of having wolf rats. Those wolf rats will literally attack people. I mean, they're big and they're mean. But I was looking it up and I wanted to see what kind of habitat they thrive in. Garbage and nasty houses and buildings. No wonder they have rats.
I
Well, no
keep
wonder they
going
have
back.
about 82 dogs, so they can eat
Yeah.
those. You know what I mean? I mean, is that the reason they have all these friggin' dogs? Certainly
And
seems like it.
they leave the door open too. The dogs can go in and out. I just keep thinking about Summer when she was a little baby trying to crawl around in that mess. And it
Oh,
just,
oh, just the visual.
I didn't even think of that. That really is disturbing.
well, you know, when we have little babies and they're crawling, you worry about everything that's on the floor, and you vacuum maybe 2 or 3 times a day to make sure they don't get a hold of something that's not good for them. And look at that place.
Mm-hmm.
Lord save me. That's horrible.
Very much so. And I just wanted to say one more thing. I'm a very positive person for the most part. I try to be very positive and find a positive in everything. But I've tried in this and I can't find it, and it's heartbreaking. I've cried, I know, more tears than these two have, and that just infuriates me. And just like Candus being gone and nobody seeing anything of her either, it just infuriates me to know that people do this to children. That these kids don't want to be brought into this world. They don't. And the fact that you take the world and you put them up against the world and give them the worst conditions ever to live in, it just absolutely infuriates me, because there's way too many people that are willing to help you. There's way too many agencies that can help you. There is absolutely no excuse for this in whatsoever that these kids would live in that kind of conditions. And that takes away from the fact that Summer's missing, and I don't want to do that either, but it just makes me sick. And I know that these places around my area where we all are living right now, there's places out there that'll help you. There's people that will help you if all you have to do is ask. And it just makes me sick that there's parents that are not responsible enough to do that. And I call them parents, and just like Nancy said, they're not parents. They never have been. They never will be. That's why they've had 8 children. You've had 8 chances to be a parent, and you've yet to do it. So
8 chances.
It just makes me sick.
8 chances. You're exactly right. 8 chances.
Yep.
Oh,
and
God.
Sadly, the last one is, we have no idea where she is, and that's so sad. So I go to bed every night and wake up every morning. I'm just like you guys. I check everything. I check on y'all's channel all the time for updates, and just to see if there's anything that's happened. I pray to God that I'll wake up one day with an alert on my phone from being around this area that she has been located. But until then, I'll continue to pray for her peace, and pray that she's not been abducted by somebody, and that if she has gone on to the better world, she's at least in the best place that she's ever been in since she's been on this world. So
exactly. Well, I'm going to bring Shannon up. Shannon wants to say hi to everybody. Real quick, Jessica. Okay, so go ahead.
I guarantee you, and because this is my theory, but I guarantee you where she's at now, her bedroom isn't a dungeon.
Amen.
Amen. Hang on. Hey, Shannon, what's going on?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, if I start cutting in and out, I'll get off. But I wanted to make a point about, isn't the candle vigil tonight and the other thing tomorrow night still going on? Is that correct?
As far as I know, nothing's been taken down.
Yeah, everything's still a go.
So I think it's kind of funny that they're out of town when this is going on, number one. And then number two, Dr. Phil has the best lie detector people come on. Do y'all think that they would actually, if he offered that, do you think that they would actually do a lie detector test for Dr. Phil?
No.
I don't think
my opinion.
would.
I don't think Candus would either, because.
But you just made a great point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, isn't it ironic? The prayer vigil, and they're not in Tennessee.
Yes. I thought about that the minute I found out they were out of town. And I thought, well, that's odd. And they never, ever, ever, ever talk about their sons either. They're not with their sons. They're not doing anything that we can see to get their boys back.
Exactly.
It's almost like they're happy they have no kids, and they're, hey, we're YouTube famous now, and let's go on Dr. Phil, and it blows my mind.
Yes.
But you never hear them say anything. The first words out of their mouth should be Summer and our sons, and it's never about those kids. And one more comment I wanted to make. You know how S offenders, they cannot be around children?
Mm-hmm.
There should be a law if you have your children taken away from you, especially more than once, that if you continue to have children, then the department should at least be involved, do home checks, or you're not allowed to keep that child after this many children have been taken away from her. And then look, we get down to Summer, and look what's happened.
Yeah, good point in chat. Tiffany said Dawn put out a note saying they can't talk about their trip. That doesn't mean they can't talk about Summer. Say
Exactly.
her. Quit saying, my daughter, she was a lovely young lady. She loved to twirl. She'd say, Daddy, twirl me. She loved her daddy.
Well, this thing with losing their kids, I just thought about something. The Summer missing is like what happens when this has been allowed to go on for years and it escalates into what? A daughter that, in my opinion, it wasn't abducted and isn't alive. That's what it's escalated into. Finally, somebody paid the ultimate price.
Yeah.
Well, it's always the children that pay the price. That's so sad.
It's also kind of clear that Dawn and Candus has something to do with it, because if you notice, everybody that has done something to somebody, they won't ever say their actual name. They'll use like he or she or her or him or words like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first interview, it was all past tense. Not once, not twice. It was all Summer was. Like they knew she was gone already.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's been she liked, she loved, she was. And we've heard that, well, from when he
I'll see her in the resurrection.
Yeah,
exactly.
First popped on Facebook.
And when he talks about going to prison, when he said, when somebody asked him, I don't remember what interview, but I think it was Chris's interview, what do you think should happen to the person that, did something or took Summer? Well, prison's horrible, and I don't think they should go to prison. He's talking about himself.
Yep.
And I believe people give away so much by what they say and what they don't say from their behavior.
Me and
It's almost like
Brooks and
they
I
tell
were
a little
just-
bit.
Brooks and I were just talking about that this morning, about that same exact thing Don said about what should happen to somebody. About going.
Right.
He couldn't even say, what I can't even imagine what I would say I'd like to do to the abductor.
Yeah, it's weird how Dawn said he wouldn't want to see them in prison because it's such a bad place. Like, if you take my child, yes, I want to see you die in prison.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. I can't even imagine what I would be thinking I wanted to do to the person that took one of my children.
We would all be saying some really horrible things, but all he could say is, well, I sure wouldn't want him to go to prison. Well, Dawn, are you talking about yourself? Because it sounds like he's talking about himself.
Yep.
Or whoever did it. I wouldn't want them to go to prison.
Right.
And I'm never going back to prison. And I'm never going. Why would you not want the person that destroyed your family and took your child held accountable?
And why wouldn't you just be saying, why wouldn't you make a statement, whether it's right or wrong, and you can think what you want to, but why would you not be making a threat of your own to that person? I mean, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's no way I can stand on camera and not say, when I get my hands on you, I promise you, you'll meet your maker. I can promise you that, because I'll be danged
Hey,
if you take
Brett.
my child and do things to them. I'm sorry, that's a redneck Tennessee thing, if that's what you want to call it, but he'd be
Amen to that.
Well, it's
he'd
a
be meeting his
redneck.
maker through me.
It's a
Brett,
redneck thing in Texas too, hon. So
It
Redneck
is
thing in
Texas,
general.
Tennessee, all of us.
Hey, Brooks, remember what I said quite a while ago, what I would do to the abductor? And people were like, oh my God. I would be so furious that I didn't want to say it again, but I cannot imagine not wanting the abductor of your daughter not to go to prison.
Well, you'd want them in jail. You would
I'd
probably
want to
be
cut their
having
head off and crap in their neck.
awful,
Yeah,
violent thoughts. You would be,
I don't see how people, when they do go to court, can sit behind their defendant of the person that, murdered their child. I would jump over the thing and claw their eyes out. I don't see how these parents can sit, the ones that go to court that they get caught.
yeah, there's been a few
I don't see how they do
cases.
it.
Yeah, there have been a few cases where that actually happened, and the bailiffs in the court, they have to constantly watch for that, because that's a natural human thing. When someone destroys your loved one,
Right. But I think they're told, don't do that because you don't want a mistrial,
Right. Mm-hmm.
to happen too. But your instinct would want to be to jump over and do whatever you could.
Exactly. And I just want to address one thing. A few people have mentioned, how do you continue having kids if you've already lost children, et cetera, et cetera? I don't know.
That's my point. Yeah.
In this state, if you've lost a child and you're getting ready to have another child, they'll be at the hospital to take that child when it's delivered.
That's what I'm saying. Like, S offenders, when they're registered, they cannot be around children. So why do these parents that get their children taken away and they have another one, somebody's not right there to intervene with that new child? That doesn't make sense.
Well, he's not a registered sex offender that I know of, but she has lost 2 children in the state of Wisconsin. Okay, a friend of mine, she got custody of her 2 grandchildren. Okay, well, I'll be darned. Her son and his girlfriend had another baby. This was just a few months ago. They were at the hospital, took that child, and she had to go through the process again of getting that child. Now so I don't know.
That was my point. Like, a new law for, like sex offenders have their law. I think there should be a law for people who have their children taken away, kind of the same way as that. When you start to have more children, that the state should intervene when that child is born.
Well, we just had someone in chat, and we all agree with you. We had someone
I guarantee you it's in the works.
Hang on 1 second.
That Don will be a registered sex offender as soon as the charges are brought down in Utah, because I still believe that's going to happen.
Right. But I got to address this comment real quick. Someone in here said that that's the law in Tennessee as well. So once again, something with these children have slipped through the cracks.
100 times, it seems.
Jessica, is that the law there? I'm just,
I didn't know that.
Okay, I just saw it in chat. I just wanted to address that.
I would love to say yes.
That's interesting.
I don't know for sure if it is, because I can think of other cases. Just being a part of this community, I know where there's been other issues around the same thing where the parents have gotten their kids back. So if it's a law, it's certainly not upheld. I'll say that, which is sickening in itself.
That would be a good thing for us to look up into is, you know, in each state, is that a law? Or, you know, what happens when they have more children and they've had children taken away in the past?
Yeah.
And some
I guess-
parents, some parents can, you know, be on drugs and come back and be great parents. It happens all the time. But you still need somebody there to intervene.
Exactly.
One thing I want to bring up about Dawn is like, okay, so your daughters went missing, but you're not out there trying to search for her yourself.
Yeah.
That's kind of low down, and everybody
Yeah.
else is.
Right.
You know,
Did
in
y'all
my
see where he
opinion,
posted that picture of a cornfield or something?
yeah, we saw that.
What?
In my opinion, all that was, in my opinion, is that Don is saying, good luck finding summer in thousands upon thousands of acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, and I hate, I'm still holding on to hope, but I hate to say this. There are so many cases where winter comes and you have deer hunters, and hunters find human remains all the time because they go to places that normally most people do not go.
Right. And that's
Brooke,
what happens.
we just talked about that this morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke, we just talked about that. That probably could happen is hopefully somebody will stumble across something.
Yep.
If that's where she's at, I hope that obviously happens so that she is found.
There was a theory that I don't think anybody's really talked about much. One theory that I've heard about is that Candus had pushed Summer off the top of the waterfall or something like that.
Oh my God.
Anything's possible. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I mean, and you know,
With
we all
these two-
talk, and I know it gets hard to it gets hard to take in. Hang on, we've got Magic Angel backstage. I'm gonna let her come up and
Hey Brooks, hey Kevin, guys. I'm pulling up to my son's school to take him to a doctor's appointment. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. So I'll go ahead and get off here so let other people on. But I love you all. Thanks for having me on again.
love you, Shannon. Talk to you soon. Give me a call this afternoon.
I will.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Magic Angel. Hello?
Hello.
What you got for us?
All right. Magic Angel, your mic might be muted.
It shows she's not connected. I'll wait for it to show connected. Could be on my end because she was back there for a while. We'll give it a second. So, okay. So what big guys, I was going to ask you something and my brain froze. Between my brain and my computer, they seem to work the same some days.
Oh.
Oh. Well, besides what luggage they took to the airport, you watched Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to go down? It really can't take the heat off of them.
Well, I don't think that he's going to be their advocate. Okay. I really don't, because they investigate people's backgrounds before they go on the show. He knows everything right from the gate. You know, he knows. So that's why I think it's going to be really good. And I think he's going to offer them rehab and all this stuff. And it could be, we just don't know, but it could be. I've seen shows where they, you know, the person gets up and runs back and then they follow them and they have a council in this room and all, you know, it's just like a big drama thing. And that's what I expect for it to turn out, where they really show their, you know, what's.
Yeah, I don't see Candus answering the question, why have you lost every kid you've ever had? I think she'll leave the stage.
I think they're going to try to avoid every hard question that they can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree, Dylan. They'll definitely deflect. Magic Angel, did you get it connected?
Magic Angel, is your mic muted?
Can y'all hear me
Yep.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's going on?
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, Magic Angel, we do hear you.
Maybe she can't hear us.
Maybe that's it.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's, huh. I'm sure she's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because she sent me a really nice private chat, and I just read it.
Hey, Jessica, are you a fitness teacher?
No, I just work out from home.
Man, it looks like you could go out to Ben Hill Road and whip some ass.
Listen, if they give me a free card, I don't think I wouldn't do it. I'll take that free pass.
I go on Instagram Live a lot, like daily, and I've been talking about the Summer Wells case a lot, and all my followers on Instagram have caught wind of this, and they basically come to me for information on this. And a lot of people, like there's a small majority that say that feel sympathy for Dawn and Candus because they don't know what we know, but there's a lot of people that already don't know a lot about the case, still don't feel sympathy for the parents.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising how many people haven't really heard about the case, or they don't keep up with it daily like me. I guess I'm I don't know what you'd call obsessed, because I want her to be found so bad. And the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is look for news of Summer.
Yeah, every morning I wake up, I go on Google and I type in Summer Wells, go through different website pages and try to find out whatever I can about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, share the channel on your Instagram. We need more people talking about Summer. So I put up, a lot of people have asked if the vigil's still going on. As of right now, it's still at 7 o'clock tonight. They're going to live stream it on YouTube. Not on YouTube, I'm sorry, on Facebook. I think everybody's allowed to stream it, right? So we'll probably be back here tonight streaming the vigil.
Yeah, we should be able to stream it off of Facebook.
Okay,
good. I will not be able to see it because I got to work 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
You can always come back.
Yeah. I work at Mercedes, so I got to work a lot.
Yeah.
And as a local to this case, it's really concerning because I do realize that we've had there's little bitty news clips that happen, periodically or whatever, just talk about, that she's still missing, but I don't see the outpouring cry for Summer like we should. And that really, is just being a small fish in the sea here in Hawkins County. And Hawkins County is huge. And it's really disturbing to not walk out and go to any store or any whatever around this area and not see, because we just live right outside of Kingsport. Kingsport is a huge town that's literally just 5 minutes down the road here, and to me, there should be just this outpouring cry for her, and just, you should not be able to go anywhere without seeing her face. And that's not been the case. And that's really concerning as a parent who's raising a child here in Hawkins County. That, why is that? Is it because they don't have a lot of money? And if that's the case, that is sad. It doesn't depend on your social status or your financial status or anything like that. If your child is missing, where's that community support? And it's just like it's not there. And it's almost like everybody's just put it to the back of their mind, like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And I don't understand that. And that's really that's been disheartening for me, and that's why I try to do, have taken flyers myself and done things with them for that very reason. Just printing up the few that I have the ability to do. I don't know. It's just that's heartbreaking too. So
Yeah,
Well,
why aren't Don and Candus out there standing on a corner passing out flyers for the prayer vigil for their daughter? Stuff like that. Why aren't they standing on the corners screaming her name? Why? In my opinion, it is so obvious that this was not an abduction, and they don't give a shit about her.
I really think it goes deeper than that, because there have been people that have been putting up posters there, and then they come back and their posters down. So there's something, and it made me look into other possibilities. And that's why I did research on familial trafficking of children, because
Well,
that's a possibility.
one thing I want to know about the law enforcement in Hawkins County is, like, is the law enforcement dirty? Because that could be a reason why, there's not a big outcry for something. Like, they
Well,
could
that would be the media. I mean, I know people keep talking about corruption. You hear it in every case. Oh, that office is so corrupt. That office is so corrupt. They had how many people out searching? It's one of the biggest searches for a missing child I've ever seen.
And another thing,
the TBI gave daily updates,
Yeah.
helicopters, drones, dogs. If they did nothing, I'd be looking that way. But
and
they're not
go
going to do
ahead, Brooke.
They're not going to do, I'm just saying, if they were going to sweep it under the rug, they would have done it June 15th.
And look at what Ronnie Lawson's last day appearance was. In my opinion, he called Don Wells out.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Lawson ain't buying none of this, because for a while there, I liked him a lot, and then I went through, well, they're not doing crap. But then when I seen his last a statement where he's talking about look in the field for scattered clothing and all that, and he was basically saying no abduction, and he also said the dog trail was bullcrap. And, he didn't exactly say that, but that's what I got out of it.
Well, in every little small town sheriff's office, everybody knows everybody, and there's corruption in every single one of them. There's people that get charged, people that don't get charged. I'm just of the mindset, if they were going to cover it up, they would have done it June 15th.
I agree with that, because I tell you, I personally know someone who was on that search team that was very, everybody saw this person quite a bit during statements and that kind of thing. And I can tell you that, there might be corruption, and I'll be honest, I probably am oblivious to that, because I just try to look for the good in everybody, I guess, to agree. But at the same time, there's enough good people who were on that search that would not allow that kind of corruption to happen for a missing child, a missing summer, because, I mean, that's insane to think that people would just sweep a 5-year-old up underneath the rug and just pretend it didn't happen. And there's enough people there that would have not allowed that I know personally. So there's no possible way that they would just, forget this. And I was like you, Kevin. I've been through different waves of how I feel about Ronnie Lawson and that kind of thing. At the end of the day, there's enough good people on that team. There's enough good people that were in that search that they wouldn't just let something like that happen. That's my opinion. So,
well, and you live there.
Yes,
you live there. You're right in it.
It's also a big step that this case has traveled to other states. Like, I'm in Alabama. I've heard about it, but the only reason I heard about it, I ain't gonna say I heard about it from the start. I didn't hear about it till Ryan Upchurch talked about it.
Right.
But it's still a big step that it has traveled to other states.
Well, and that's a good thing. And I mean, also remember in the beginning when the TBI was updating us every day, they had, if I remember correctly, I have to go look again. They had people searching from other states. I mean, Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia, Arkansas. So it wasn't like just 10 people in the community looking around. This was a big effort.
Yeah.
And every time we say, oh, no, this will never happen, it's just so corrupt, that puts a feather in you know whose cap.
Yeah, we sure don't want to do that.
Well, I just want to shout this channel out specifically, and every other channel that, continues to put Summer's beautiful face and name out there day after day. And Kevin, you made that comment earlier about, y'all probably get tired of it, maybe get boring or that kind of thing, but we have to keep going and we have to keep her name out there. And I absolutely agree with that. And I'm really grateful for this community that does that, because I'm in someone that's into crime. I watch a lot of murder trials and that kind of thing, which is probably kind of creepy to some people, but it's something that I really get into. And so when this happened, I've just been glued to it. And, we unfortunately got to watch another case happen, way far away from obviously Tennessee, but we got to watch maybe what, the difference is why a 5-year-old missing, and I'm not taking anything away from that other case. Please don't think I am. But, what makes anybody else's life more important, and it's just like, is it because they're from rural Tennessee, rural Tennessee, is that what it is? I mean, I don't know what the difference is, but it's people like you guys that keep this going, and I can't thank you enough for that myself. I have nothing to do with this family, but speaking from somebody from this place, I can't thank you guys enough for doing that. So I just wanted to say that too.
Thank you. You're right there. I mean, you're out handing out flyers. You're talking to people in the community. You're doing a lot, whether you know it or not. You are doing a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. And the thing is, if you look at this case versus, I know you were probably referring to Gabby's case. Look what the parents did. Look what Gabby's parents did, and look what has not happened here.
Agreed.
I think that
Absolutely.
has a lot to do with it, because
that's a red flag too.
Yep.
Very true.
The corruption, and I'm not saying there's not corruption in law enforcement offices. I'm not saying that at all. The corruption here is in that home.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
A grandmother that witnessed what was going on fled town. A mother that cannot remember what happened when she got home and kept changing her story. A father that would probably give you an autograph if you asked him for it today.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yeah, they're basically just keeping what actually happened to Summers, and they obviously know what happened. They're basically just keeping it hidden for publicity.
Yeah.
And I want to say something to Jessica. Thank you so much for coming on, because you live there, for one, and two, your heart is huge. And that, in my world, that means a lot. So
thanks.
I just want to say thank you.
Yep, because it takes a lot to step out of your normal day-to-day life and care about people that you don't even know. That speaks volumes for everybody on this panel, everybody in chat, everybody that watches the show later, everybody that leaves a comment, sends us an email. That takes a lot.
It also shows that there's still good-hearted people in the world.
Yes,
Amen.
There's a lot of good people. We just see
And the thing of it is, the people that are still involved in this case, everyone in chat, all the viewers, on every channel, they have heart, because they've stuck with this for 4 months already.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm only 19 years old. I take care of a 4-year-old, and it's just like, if somebody abducted my 4-year-old, there's no telling what I would do to that abductor.
Well, I tell you what, if you're only 19, by the time you're my age, you're going to have a huge heart. So you're doing, I applaud you for being 19 years old and caring about a missing girl.
Yeah, he's here on panel. He's sharing it on Instagram. That's all we can do. We can't investigate the case.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it speaks volumes. We have the best chat and, great mods, great community. We all, we can agree to disagree. Everyone has their theories and we won't know until, the law enforcement work is done. So on that note, I'm going to start winding this down, guys. I kept you almost 2 hours. I mean, hell, I could keep you all day. We love chatting, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
So let's keep this going for summer. We'll see you back here tomorrow. There's a vigil tonight at 7. I believe that's Eastern time. Don't forget what our friend John Q is doing. He's raising money to put into the reward fund. Yep, they're working together.
Yeah.
They've got 17,000 or more right now. And they're working on getting a billboard. They're going to put up a billboard and have funds to keep that up. So we care. We in the YouTube community and true crime, we care about summer.
Hey, Brooks,
yes,
I
we
did send you that email, by the way. Can I put my email in this back chat thing that we have the ability to see right now?
Oh, you mean to look at it right now?
I just was going to see if you guys saw my email because I sent you guys an email the other day when I first talked to you guys. So I was just going to make sure you saw that. I'm sure you get plenty of emails. So.
What was it? Was it something pertaining to your opinion or?
No, you guys had asked me to email you guys since I was from the area. Kevin, you had said that you wanted to ask me something, so I sent you guys an email.
Okay.
I've got 2 emails, but nothing from a Jessica.
If I send you my email address on this chat right here in StreamYard, will that work? Can you see that and not everybody?
Yeah, if you send me a private chat, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm looking in my spam and promotions and all that stuff. How weird. I knew when you told me you were going to email me, you would do it.
Yep, I did.
Yeah, because I asked Brooks, I said, have we gotten an email from, because I had forgotten your name and I'm sorry, but I did ask her, have we gotten an email yet from the lady that lives, in the local area? So yeah, we'd love to hear what's going on.
Okay, I've got your email.
Okay.
I've got your email. So I'll send you an email when we get off here.
Okay,
so everybody have a super great day. Don't forget the vigil tonight. Don't forget to check out John Q and Q Carlock. They're doing great things. What Big Eyes, as always, thank you. Jessica, thank you. Especially you living right there and all the work you're doing. Dylan, thanks for popping up and everything you're doing on Instagram. Kevin, as always, your passion for summer is amazing. We're going to keep it going. Again, we have the best chat, and check out the About tab, guys. Send me an email, and if you want to come in and chat some more, we have a lot of fun in Discord. It's not just about summer. We have a lot of rooms, everything from vacations. Like right now we're talking about country music sometimes. So it's a good place to just blow off some steam. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for everything. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Goodbye.